by the strength that God has given this people for its purpose in this great city of Newark, New Jersey, with its great leader, Mayor Baraka, who himself comes from a movement in the African-American soul. He comes from a movement in the African-American soul to enrich itself culturally, to clothe itself culturally, to enrich itself by way of liberation theology and egalitarian thinking. Mayor Baraka comes from that influence, which is a partner and a brother akin to the movement of the Nation of Islam interest to encourage our people to express for themselves and to embrace for themselves the identity of freedom, justice, and equality. That's why Newark is such a special setting. It is the public marriage, the public joining of the natural urge of our people to be free, to be established, with God's direct help from his guidance. Newark is the setting. Mayor Baraka is a sign of that movement. Please give him that message from me and tell him it's not just coming from Earl Abdulmalik Mohammed, it's coming from the successor of Imam W. Dean Mohammed. That'll mean more to him. He'll understand the message.
Imam, what's your reflections on the mayor of Newark, Baraka, getting arrested by ISIS?
By ICE.
Yeah, ICE.
The customs enforcement people. Yes, I read of it, and my first reaction was hurt and disappointment on a number of fronts. Number one, Mayor Baraka is dignified, well-established, respected leader in a very important American city. He is 3 or 4 term mayor and enormously popular and loved. A man who is well established as a principled leader of an American city that has the same difficulties as any major metropolitan area. And he has led with principle, with dignity, and with commitment to the shared ideals of the American people. And he's of such recognition and level of honor and respect that he is a qualified candidate and a leading candidate now for governor of the state of New Jersey. So for a federal agency to arrest such man is a moral violation. And I listened to him, his description on the news, and he said that he would not have been in that vicinity were he not invited to be there. So they accusing him of being trespassing. But he said, I would not have even been here if it were not that I was invited to be here. It's a a disrespect. It's a disrespect for established leadership in American cities. It's a disrespect to the citizens of Newark. It's a disrespect to the American people. And Mayor Ras Baraka, he comes from a particular tradition, and it's a leadership. It's a tradition of leadership excellence. Newark has had its troubles with regard to its leadership. Its leadership in past years has been corrupted, and Mayor Ras Baraka has established himself in the with the burden of that trouble that shadowed or burdened the picture for the mayors of Newark. He has cleared that problem, and for him to be subjected to this kind of disrespect and heavy-handedness on the part of the Trump administration is unacceptable. The only thing I would say, and I hesitate to say this, but Mayor Ras Baraka represents, in my mind, an important movement in American leadership that is above activism. He represents a principle for the governing and movement toward a kind of stability that society, the spirit in human beings move for to have stability in society. Mayor Ras Baraka represents that. And that responsibility is above the activity of activists. So I would just say, and I say it humbly, that if there is counsel in Mayor Ras Baraka's circle that is more heavily activist in nature, that I would think that because of his importance, where he comes from in terms of his sensitivities, that he recognized that his role is having a higher interest and concern. He represents a picture of what the future of American leadership looks like.